Today is Monday, August 4th, 2025. It's about 9:45, and we are at Livermore Trailhead South off of Waterville Valley. It's a pay area. There's a bathroom right there. It's, I think, $5 a day to park, or if you have a recreation pass. And there's like nobody here. There are 4 other cars, which is kind of surprising. We're gonna head up and do one of our favorite hikes, which is the Tripyramids, going up North Slide and down South Slide. It should be about 10.5 miles. Usually takes us, I don't know, 6 to 6.5 hours, depending on how long we stop. We're planning to stop for lunch on the South Slide. And what else? We have an air quality alert. It's once again really hazy. This is looking at Tecumseh. And I don't know. I have asthma, but it's under control. But it does seem to slow me down a little bit when we're having really bad air quality. So we'll see how it goes. But luckily, I don't work too hard. I'm not moving too fast climbing a slide, so it should be okay. I'm also having some hip issues or piriformis, something going on my left leg. I took some painkillers today, anti-inflammatories, which are working well, but I don't want to be relying on them. So hopefully things will resolve shortly. Maybe I'm just getting old and it's arthritis. I don't know what it is. Anyway, all right, we're off. Okay, we made it out to the split where you climb up for north. It's 3.6 miles to get here. And there's a water crossing. You go down right away. And there's a water crossing that looks like it's going to be absolutely simple to rock hop today, because water levels are super low. And let's see, it took us 1:20 because, man, I'm having some issues. So we decided to make a go of the slide, even though my leg doesn't like bending. So let's see how that is. Our other choice was to go up Scour Ridge Trail, which is a lovely trail, but I think I'll be okay. I just have to take it slowly and really focus on bending my leg. Yeah, this is easy to walk across. And it's a perfect day to climb the slides. It's been dry for days. It's not super hot today. So I'm just gonna take it slowly. Here we are, entering the Sandwich Range Wilderness. And it's 1.2 to north, but the slide part is only, what is it, 0.4? Yeah, it's not super long. Okay, here we go. We're just starting at the very bottom of the slide now, and it is extra dry, so that is a good thing. We are swapping out our shirts for sun shirts now. Lots of exposure coming up. All right, haven't seen any other hikers today. And don't expect to see anybody until we're up on the ridge. People do tend to come in from Pine Bend Brook or Sabaday Brook on the Kank. So we could see people up there. I think the other cars ahead of us, they probably did the slides and they're ahead of us, so we won't see them.
This is the South Slide.
What do you mean?
You can do the South Slide and come down Scar Ridge.
You could come down Scar Ridge, that's true. We could see them going the other direction. All right, here we go. Okay, we're heading up. John is about 6 feet away from me and downhill. And today, it's so dry that we came up on the right side, which is unheard of, right? So that's crazy. Usually we're over in this crack. Those trees up there are my friends, but I'm going up this crack today. Super dry, very grippy. All right. Okay, we are partway up now. This is looking at the ski area, Waterville Valley ski area on Tecumseh over there. It's super hazy. The Osceolas. Ooh, there goes a rock. This is Scour Peak right there. Kerrigan back here. And the Hancock's over to the left of that. Looking down the slide. I think there might be some people coming up behind us. I heard a little yelling earlier. Oh, it's super dry. This is the perfect day for this. I took 2 extra ibuprofen and my hip is doing all right. And then this is looking up. Super fun. I don't know. There should be a view to the presidentials. Oh yeah. What is that behind Kerrigan? Willie? Barely visible. Oh my goodness. Okay. We're gonna keep moving. We are stopping for lunch now. So this is looking directly across from where I'm sitting. And then up behind John there's a cairn. And that is marking where you turn and go to the left into the woods. And it is a rather steep climb once you get in there. Not looking forward to that. It's not as fun as this climb is. So this is the top part of the slide here, which is sort of reminiscent of the south slide. Unfortunately, if I wanted to climb this, I would have climbed the south slide. Anyway, it was lots of fun though down low today.
Very dry.
Yeah, super dry. Went up some sections that I've never gone up, and at least one section had blazing on it, so apparently I've never done the actual trail. I don't know, but I did today. My goodness, super, super hazy, and there are some people coming behind us for sure. I heard voices, but here it is. Nice breeze. A little buggy today, mostly mosquitoes down on the road, walking in on Livermore Road. But nothing too bad right now up here, so that's good. All right, lunchtime. We are heading to Middle Tripyramid now from north. I didn't take a video at North Summit because there's literally nothing there to see. And there was also a couple of hikers who had come up Pine Bend Brook, and they were going to have lunch there, so we are on our way to Middle. I did peek out at the little view off of the North Summit, and it was so hazy and also pretty overgrown, so you couldn't really see the presidentials, which is what you normally see. And if you look down to the right, you could see Passaconaway and Chocorua, but not anything fantastic view-wise. So we'll get a view of, Passaconaway. We'll get a view of Passaconaway from Middle, so I figured we'd save it till then. All right, so we're still heading towards Middle. We have not gotten to the junction with Sabaday Brook yet, but we're getting there. This is the view from Middle. Not very impressive today, and plus these trees are growing up. The other view, that's about 50 feet down the trail looking towards Tecumseh, is completely overgrown. Really bad. So anyway, this is Passaconaway out there. To the left of that, very hard to see, is Chocorua and the Sisters. Can you see it? There it is. Terrible. And then these are the sleepers right there. All right, we're gonna head over to South Tripyramid. This is a lovely ferny area in the call between Middle and South Tripyramid. It's really lovely. And now we're gonna start climbing up south. As you're climbing this way, make sure to stop and peek back behind you at there's a really steep climb. Yeah, you can't see it through here, but you will be able to see middle Tripyramid, and it looks like very pointed when you see it. And as we were coming down into the col from middle, I could see south ahead of me, also looking pretty pointy. But beautiful. Many fewer people on this section because it's not a 4,000 footer. But I really enjoy South Tripyramid a lot. There it is, looking back at middle. Pretty cool. You can see some pretty rocky areas, and as you come off of it, you have to go down some really like cliffy kind of areas, and I think that's that rock stuff right there. All right. And I think that we can see north.
I can see it from over here. You see
Yeah.
it, like off the trail. Maybe
Well, I'm not going to go off the trail, but right there. That's North Tripyramid, believe it or not. All right. And we're climbing up. All right, we are over at the area that was traditionally considered the summit, I think. So there is usually a cairn, sometimes way bigger than that here. And then from where John is, you start going downhill immediately. But the last time we were up here, there was a cairn back a ways, not very far, and on the side of the trail. And today I said, well, let's see what our elevation says on our watches. Because on Gaia, it says the summit is supposed to be 4101, and my watch was 4134 over there. But over here, I'm at 4127. So it is actually higher back there. I just don't know if it's, my watch is not calibrated, obviously. There are two of them. Birds in there that are a little upset. Neat. Okay. We're going to head down here for a little bit. It's pretty steeply down from here on out, and then we'll end up on the top of the slide, and it'll be very steeply down. All right. I haven't seen anybody since before the junction with Sabaday Brook. I think we saw two people on north who had come up Pine Bend, and then
2 hikers coming across.
Nope, 3 hikers coming across. 4 hikers coming across.
Yes.
4 hikers. A woman and her daughter, a man by himself, and a young woman. Yep. So, I don't know if we'll see anyone for the rest of the day until we get back down onto Livermore Road. That's okay. I kind of like a hike like that. All right. Down we go. We're about halfway down the south slide now. We're going to go into the woods again and then pop out onto the lower portion of the slide. But you can see Sandwich Mountain right ahead of us. It's really not very far away, and it is just terrible. Terrible air quality. This is the way the south slide is. It's gravel and larger pieces of mostly stable rock, but the gravel makes it kind of challenging. Okay, we're just gonna keep on plodding away. Okay, we're back on Livermore Road. We're about less than a mile from the car. We just passed the intersection with the spur that goes out to Big Pines, which I highly recommend if you've not done that. It's really, those are some big,
They are big.
big pine trees out there. Old growth. Very impressive. It's like a 3/10 of a mile spur. And it's worth doing. We've done it more than once because I think it's worth doing.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're not doing it today though. We didn't see anybody on either slide, but we did see a trail runner heading up South Slide right as we were coming off of it. So there are people running up those that slide, I guess. I don't know. He was moving right along. Could definitely make a loop coming down Scour Ridge, and that's a runnable trail, so. Yep. What else? Should be 10.5 miles. And
The water crossings were pretty dry.
oh yeah, the water crossing, super low. Super low. No problem at all today. And mosquitoes are out. They were out this morning.
Especially on the road.
On the road, yeah. Livermore Road. Not good. All right. That was ended up being a successful day.
Touch and go there for a while.
Yeah, my hip was not happy going uphill, even on this road, which doesn't, it looks like it's flat, but it's actually uphill, heading away from the car. I was really questioning my choices, but it's doing okay now. It was fine coming downhill. And once we got up on, started to climb the slide, I had taken those 2 extra ones. It seemed to be okay. I also think adrenaline helps. I do. So that helped. And our time is going to be around 7 hours, which is slow for us, but I attribute that to my leg in the morning.
6.5 is pretty average. 6.5.
Yeah, and we might have sat a little longer for lunch too.
Yep.
I don't know. I wasn't trying to kill myself today. So it was an enjoyable day. Pretty hot and humid and super, super hazy. But maybe we'll get a change in the weather. Let's hope so.